This week on Your Newsroom.
The university is upgrading its campus security system. We give you the rundown of the plan to keep students safer.
With a successful Valentine's Day just behind us, we took a trip to a local florist to see what it takes to prepare for their biggest day of the year.
We put together an update of this past weekend's sports highlights to keep you in the loop.
Plus, we sat down with the founder of Three Tree Coffee Roasters and learned about the mission behind his business.
If it matters to you, it matters to us, and it all starts right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Your Newsroom. I'm DeAndre Harris.
And I'm Ashley Watts. Georgia Southern has budgeted for some major upgrades to the security system on all three campuses.
Georgia Southern is making plans to upgrade its campus security and surveillance system to a new digital platform. The university has budgeted $1.2 million to upgrade cameras in the residence halls and other buildings on their campuses.
It definitely makes me feel better about being on campus. I mean, I already love the environment and everything, but the extra bit of safety always makes students feel better.
The upgrades will include flock safety cameras. These cameras are motion activated and have the ability to record license plate numbers.
Well, I've been seeing a lot of, crime, I say, on campus. So I feel like that would help a lot more with that and just make it feel safe.
Flock Safety's vehicle fingerprint feature allows police to search surveillance video for vehicles that match a certain description, meaning the cameras can aid in searching for a specific vehicle.
I think it could help, especially in the dorms, because I know there was a lot of cars being broken when I lived there.
Georgia Southern PD did not respond to my request for an on-camera interview, but in a statement to Grice Connect, Police Chief Laura McCullough stated that, quote, "This is a major step forward in our ongoing work to keep campus safe," end quote.
The upgrades are expected to be completed by the start of the fall 2023 semester.
Thanks, Ashley. The Flower Girl is a local business specializing in floral arrangements. Your Newsroom's Nakia Harris visited the store to give you an inside look.
Valentine's Day is one day that a Statesboro florist of 14 years prepares for, starting in January. The Flower Girl, owned by Jacqueline Phillips, also known as Jackie, says that preparing for Valentine's Day is definitely a process.
I'm looking for new trends. I'm placing the orders so I can get them in on time and get everything that I want. On the day of, I go to Savannah to a wholesaler to pick them up, and it takes 2-3 trips.
Days leading up to the big day, Phillips is receiving orders from all over Statesboro, starting as early as 8 a.m. She says it's about 50-50 when it comes to student sales from the university versus local resident sales. She adds that more parents of Georgia Southern University students are ordering flowers for their children for Valentine's Day.
If you take a look behind me, Phillips said she created these decorations this year. In fact, where I am standing, she had her flower bar where she sold out all of her flowers last year, and she's hoping for the same thing for the years to come.
When asked to give an estimate on how much she makes during the Valentine's season, she says she can't give a definite answer.
Every single year is a little bit different. There's a lot of stuff that kind of dictated the day of the week, the time of the day, what the weather's like outside. There's no way to judge it. It's probably the scariest day for florists ever because we don't know.
Alongside Phillips, her 18-year-old daughter, Izzy Hain, helps out her mother and has witnessed the shop's yearly Valentine's Day work.
I more or less am just here to make sure she doesn't go AWOL, because it is our busiest day of the year, and she primarily does weddings and events with the exception of Valentine's Day, and it's packed from 8 a.m. till we sell out of flowers.
Prices vary when it comes to building your own bouquet or just wanting a single flower. Flower bouquets range from $50 and up. Reporting in Statesboro, Nakia Harris, Your Newsroom.
What's going on with Georgia Southern Athletics? Here's Keywan Humphreys with your sports update.
Last week was a busy week of hoops for both the women's and men's basketball teams. The Georgia Southern Eagles men's basketball team hosted the James Madison Dukes and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. The Eagles came away with 2 wins on the week, and their record is now improved to 14-13 on the season. The women's team went on the road to take on the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. The Lady Eagles fell to the Monarchs on Thursday, but bounced back with a win versus App State on Saturday. The win on Saturday was a historic one for head coach Nita Howard, as it was her 200th career win as a head coach. The Lady Eagles are hosting Marshall in Coastal Carolina this week. This weekend, the Georgia Southern baseball team is returning to action for the new year when they host West Virginia at J.D. Clement Stadium.
This week, we wanted to spotlight a local business working to make a change. Three Tree Coffee Roasters in downtown Statesboro is not only providing coffee, but also raising awareness to human trafficking and underpaid farmers.
So my wife and I actually started Three Tree Coffee back in 2014. And it started out as kind of a hobby. We just wanted to roast coffee for fun. It's also kind of a ministry or humanitarian purposes. We wanted to use coffee to be able to just invest in others.
Also, speaking with the general manager, he was able to give me the meaning behind Three Tree's mission.
Three Tree is, we have a threefold mission, which is empower the farmer, end human trafficking, and engage the community. As far as empowering the farmer, what we like to do is basically making sure that all farmers are getting a good wage off the beans that we use. A lot of times it's direct partnerships or dealing with people who are directly involved with the farmer. As far as in human trafficking, we pair with a lot of different organizations around. We have missional merch, it's like Starfish Project, Prodigal Pottery. That's just a couple of our merch people here that usually have their victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, things like that, that make some of our merch here. And as far as engaging the community, which is a big thing for us, definitely with mainly our customers being students here, we have the GSU location on campus in the library. We like to have a great environment for students to come and study, hang out when they're not studying.
Clayton gave me more insight as to why he prides Three Tree on empowering the farmer and what it means to him.
So my degree was in agricultural economics, and when I was studying my degree, I was finding that there's lots of farmers all around the world that are paid very, very little for the work they do. And they're stuck in impoverished systems because of markets that they can't control. And when I was learning this, we said, well, why not be the difference?
After a successful launch with the Midtown location, Three Tree also opened a coffee shop right on Georgia Southern's campus in the Henderson Library.
So we opened our GSU library location on the second floor of the library in the fall of 2021. And we've had a partnership with the university for multiple years now. We actually have been provided roasted beans for the university, for their dining halls, and for some of their shops on campus for quite some time.
Three Tree prides themselves on empowering the hard work of their farmers along with the students who consumes their coffee, whether at the Henderson Library location or at the South Main Street location.
Thanks, DeAndre.
Before we go, here's some events around Statesboro this week that you don't want to miss.
Tomorrow, you can head to the Carroll Building Atrium to celebrate Anthropology Day with pottery, weaving, popcorn, and raffle drawings.
Also tomorrow, Georgia Southern's Museum is celebrating famous scientist Charles Darwin's birthday. Stop by from 10 to 2 and learn all about the fossils.
Have you ever been interested in learning how to scuba dive? Well, tomorrow at the Rec is your chance to join the Southern Dive Center at 6:30 to learn all the skills you need to get certified.
On Friday at Sweetheart Circle, you can celebrate Arbor Day and help plant new trees.
And finally, on Saturday, you can head to downtown Statesboro, where they're celebrating Greenfest, a sustainability festival with exhibits, vendors, and workshops to educate people about green living. Thank you for joining us this week for your latest updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media at @your_newsroom. For now, for DeAndre, and for all of us here at Your Newsroom, I'm Ashley Watts. We'll see you next week.